October 9th, Wednesday, the Evangelism of Interpreters and Translators. Acts chapter 6, verses 26 and 28. Now an angel of the Lord said to Philip, "Rise and go toward the south to the road that goes down from Jerusalem to Gaza. This is a desert place." And he rose and went. And there was an Ethiopian, a eunuch, a court official of Candace, queen of the Ethiopians, who was in charge of all her treasure. He had come to Jerusalem to worship, and was returning, seated in his chariot, and he was reading the prophet Isaiah. If you gain strength through the gospel, your eyes will change. You will come to know the fact that God's plan is greater than the problems that are before your eyes. The Bible states that what is unseen is more important than what is seen. If you know this fact, you will see the word remnant that is recorded in the Bible. Remnants may seem like the scattered ones, sojourners, abandoned ones, and hidden ones, but they are those who remained, those who remain, those who will remain, and those who will leave behind. The mystery of the gospel. Then what is the evangelism and missions of interpreters and translators? Number 1. Multi-ethnic people who are already here. Interpreters and translators are missionaries who will save multi-ethnic people who are already here. The field of Samaria, which held on to the wrong gospel, became an opportunity to share the correct one. Thereafter Philip testified the gospel to the Ethiopian eunuch, whom he had met while being led by the angel of the Lord. Cornelius was a disciple in Caesarea, and afterward the gospel was testified to the Gentiles as the doors of the Antioch church were opened. At that time, Paul's team was formed and went out into the missions field for the very first time. Number 2. A system for multi-ethnic people. Within the multi-ethnic people who are already here, a multi-ethnic system must be formed. The facility, system, and disciples whom no one can block need to be established. Afterward, the messages of interpreters and translators will come to life and works will occur. Their messages will be relayed to everyone as a mission. Number 3. The main figures who will evangelize the 237 nations. Among the multi-ethnic people who are already here, there are main figures who will save the 237 nations. These people need to be developed into the main figures of evangelism camps to save the 237 nations. In Mark's upper room, the works of disciples from 15 different nations experienced the Holy Spirit realistically took place. Thereafter, the work of commissioning missionaries to save other nations happened as well. When the doors of evangelism seemed to be closed, God himself opened the doors to the 237 nations. Paul was even able to go to Rome through the doors that God had opened. In this manner, God worked through those few. Prayer of the Evangelist. Dear God, help me to see your plan that is greater than the problems that are before my eyes. Through the multi-ethnic people who are already here, help me to open the doors of evangelism to the 237 nations.